Greetings, friends. Jason here for AxodysFC. It's Sunday afternoon. It's been trying to snow a little bit today, not much. We're supposed to get more maybe tomorrow. And we got a lot of rain yesterday, so very strange December and January so far, weather-wise. But anyway, getting on to the real matter at hand. So there were some FA Cup games today. I started off with the Forest and Blackpool game, and it was at Forest. Blackpool jumped on them early on and got out to a 2-0 lead at about the 20-minute mark or something like that in a 2-minute span. Nuno. Not the best start for him, although they've been playing fairly well since he's taken over, And anyway, they got things sorted out. Dominguez, who's a player I picked up for real cheap on So Rare at one point and have, played periodically. So a guy I was aware of. Anyway, he had a nice shot, and excuse me, so that made it 1-2, but then it took forever for them to finally equalize, it seemed like. And then anyway, it worked out to be a 2-2 draw, so they'll have to go to Blackpool to play sometime the next week. Anyway, not optimal. Definitely glad Spurs dodged that with their win. Because hopefully we can get a couple guys in and get things sorted out. Other game that I watched today was Liverpool at Arsenal, and talk about crazy off-color scheme. So Arsenal was in their full white kit, which they call their red drained, and I think actually it was about anti-knife violence, which is a good cause, certainly, but it's so weird to see them in all white kit, and I feel like that's almost pretty close to us going with some kind of red top kit, which it's just unfathomable. But anyway, didn't look particularly good. Not a particularly good showing for them. Ramsdale did get the start, and it was good. I like him as a player, and I feel like it's pretty lame what's happened with Raya. But anyway, unfortunately, they ended up losing 2-0 to Liverpool, who got the goals they needed. They didn't look all that great either. And then, suddenly they made it happen. The other crazy thing about Liverpool, too, is they were in their violet third kit, I guess, which are cool but bizarre for the team that's, predominantly red. Anyway, so Arsenal is, in terrible form right now. They're one win in the last 7 or something like that. Crazy. I think they've got a do they have a Carabao Cup game coming up? Not sure about that. But anyway, they've got to get some things sorted out. Feel too bad about that overall, but surprising at the same time. Liverpool, didn't look stupendous, and actually, no Mo Salah. So, what is Arsenal's excuse other than they're just in bad form? So definitely I am hoping we can overtake them by the end of January if they're going to keep playing this way. Trying transfer news. So pretty much the big news over the last couple days has, well, there have been two pieces, obviously. Dragusin from Genoa at center back is in the works. Sounds like he wants to come to Tottenham. Can we, get to the point where Genoa will take our deal? Seems like it can happen. Hopefully it will happen in the next couple days. Napoli was interested a bunch, but then one of the most recent things that I heard today was Napoli wants to manage all player image rights or something like that, and he's already signed away his rights, something like that, and so that's like a real sticking point for them or something. And anyway, it sounds like he wants to come to Spurs, so if we can make the deal that Genoa wants or will accept, it's going to happen, and hopefully it will this week. Earlier the better. The big news that's more of a done deal, Timo Werner of RB Leipzig, and more recently from a Premier League perspective, Chelsea, fame. He we're set for like a 6-month loan with possible option, and sounds like he's excited. I think he's a great fit. He's a guy that, based on his peak Bundesliga form before he went to Chelsea, would be an outstanding player pickup for us. I don't think he's currently been at that level for a year or two, or more actually. He's kind of struggled compared to that at Chelsea. It's mostly confidence at this point. But system-wise, he's a great fit. Speed, effort, pressing, great teammate to have around the squad. It seems like a no-brainer, no risk, all upside deal, and kind of came out of nowhere. So that was exactly the kind of thing I like to see with Big Ange, is none of the ridiculous rumors that hover around and around and around, and then nothing comes of them. And then it's the end of the transfer window, and what have we done? No, here's a move that we hadn't heard about, and suddenly it's virtually done, and we're hearing about it. That's great. That's exactly how I want things to work. And anyway, it sounds like he wasn't, necessarily excited to come back to the Premier League, based on how his Chelsea stint went. But he was excited about the opportunity when Ange contacted him and talked to him, and I don't blame him at all, because I do think it's a great opportunity. He wants to get informed to make Germany's Euro squad. Total win-win for everybody if he plays well for us, and looking forward to seeing what he can do in the squad. So on that note, I am going to get out of the cold. We'll see if we have some snow for my next video. As always, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these. And remember, to dare is to do.